Bang! Yeah, 713, don't 7 this league, throwing rocks at the backboard. Living our dream, better dribble to the 3, take the shot, here a cash short. And we don't even care what you say, we ain't scared of the hate, get a win in this last board. Stand in the paint, but it clear out the way, hit the court with the black force energy. Every single week on a killing spree, you kidding me? You talk about winning with the epitome, you better be talking with peace and we locking the key on them. Know that it's rocking with Ryan and Donte, the drip guy, we beyond the gossip, the topics we talk on a pop and we conquering the obstacles that we cross as a team. Shot from the seats, we the Rockets like Elon. It's the H-Town run down. Let's get started right now.
Everybody, H-Town Rundown Houston Rockets basketball podcast. Today, we are joined by my boy Donte and my boy AD today on this lovely, lovely episode. AD, man, it's good to have you on the episode again, and I appreciate you filling in for that man, that boy, that kid over there named Ryan who looks like Reed Shepherd.
Pest.
What's good, AD?
About the pest. Pest that is Ryan. Yeah. All good, man. What up?
We living the dream. We got some wins, 43 wins now. A little nice win game. Yeah, a little win streak going on, man. You know, it's feeling good. Donte, what's good, man? How you been?
Hey, man, 6 in a row. Feel good as a diehard Rocket fan, man. Like I say, man, I've been expressing all year long, man. Beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Hey, man, that's the way you make the playoffs, too, as well. I mean, we beat some very good teams, you know, early on during the season. Got some big wins, but down this stretch, when you have a team you're supposed to beat, you got to beat them, man. This was a big homestand for us, and we definitely capitalized against a scrappy Bulls team last night. So, yeah, I'm definitely proud to have 43 wins at this point, and you know, pretty much, you know, having a 2 seed, it feels good, man. It just feels good. It just feels great.
And not to mention, we've beaten some not just teams we're supposed to beat, but maybe winning against teams that should have gave us a little bit more trouble than we ended up beating them. But of course, when you play a starless Dallas Mavericks team and just a poor Chicago Bulls team, I mean, like at the end of the day, man, we just kicking ass.
The thing about it, when you play those teams, they have nothing to lose. So they play extremely hard. They're going to fight and play with grit and do all the little things and make it tough for you. You know, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but perfect example is the Bulls game. Bulls game shouldn't have been that close. Nope. But they're a scrappy team, and Kobe White is a player to watch out for in the future, man.
Yeah, he is a great player. So the loadout's looking like this.
And about that Bulls team, I want to get to that Bulls team. That team came in winning like 5 in a row. So they were hot. They were hot coming in along where we was. So I mean, I can see reasons why they gave us a lot of trouble, but again, it's another team you're supposed to beat, and the game shouldn't have been that close. But I go ahead.
AK almost jinxed us, so I was gonna get on. I was about to charge him up. About to jinx us about Saturday games and the refs and pulling out all that, but nah. Go ahead, Press. We can get right into it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So let's what we're looking like. So obviously we're going to talk about the slate of games for the week between the Magic, the Suns, the Mavericks, as well as Chicago Bulls. Obviously, a little back-to-back in the recent wins. But also, at the end of the episode, man, I just want to appreciate and reminisce how we've got 43 wins and we're not sitting at 17 wins or 20 wins or 22 wins at the bottom of the barrel looking like, and I quote Charles Barkley, the Knicks of the West at that point in time. But obviously, the Knicks are good now, right? So there's no shade to the Knicks, obviously. But it just feels good. We ain't no AAU team, despite having some AAU moments for sure. But we winning. So let's talk about that Orlando game. AD, man, we ended up winning this game 97-84. So in a handy win there, despite some heroic performances down the stretch. What are your thoughts? And break that down for me.
Defensive game. I was surprised. You know, we haven't been playing great defense for a while, but to hold them Orlando Magic and Paolo Banchero to 84 points is something to clap your hands about.
Yes,
pulled away late in the game and kind of did what we needed to do to seal the game. Looking at the stats, man, Jabari again 50%. Is that 50% from three?
From three, yeah, he went 5 of 10 from three. 5 threes.
Yeah, he had a great game. I'm looking at Tari with the plus 17, tunnel vision Tari. Dylan Brooks plus 20, plus on the court as well. Steven Adams, he's been a X factor. Them 11 rebounds. Was it 11 or 17? I'm sorry.
He had 17 total rebounds and
17, yeah,
11
17
defensive
rebounds.
rebounds.
Yeah, that he's been awesome. So he was a key factor in this game. LP again with the double, 14 rebounds, 14 points. So he had a good game as well. But all in all, man, it's been that was a nice cohesive effort
Yes.
amongst it, balanced scoring. Nobody going crazy. Fred was. I think this was Fred's first game. No, Fred didn't come back this game. Still missing Fred, but this was Jalen. This was Jalen the playmaker game, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. 8 assists.
Yeah.
I was excited to see it, and he kind of thrived in that role.
Yeah, point guard Jalen, man. It's good to get some positive JG vibes from you because we know, but
Hey, the trade deadline is passed already, so
yeah. So yeah, Jalen had a nice little game. I mean, efficiency wise, like you're looking at 33%, like not great, but like you said, he did everything else right. He played solid defense, right? Had 2 steals there, like you see, 7 boards and 8 assists. He was a triple double watch with some 15 points. But like you said, Jabari 5 threes. I'm looking at that like hell yeah. So I don't know about I don't know if you do any sports betting, but I was on FanDuel, right? And I was like, okay, I'm a smash the over, hit this, hit that. Shangoon sold me by 1 assist. By the way, I could have won $400 on a $7 bet, and I just need 1 more assist. Instead, he got me 6 turnovers. But it's cool. It's cool, Shangoon. It's cool. It's all love, man. Again, phenomenal double-double. Plus 16 in his minutes played. Jalen plus 16 as well. Dylan Brooks plus 20. And then I know the plus minus deceiving for Jabari because he hit necessary threes in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tari Eason starting, right? He was scrapping this game and still had 7 rebounds. I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. They played some really great defense on Bancaro there for a little bit when Tari was switching on to him. So I saw a lot of it. And then Jabari just saw like red, just hate in his eyes when he was guarding and was playing against even offensively in Bancaro. But Donte, man, what were your thoughts on this game?
Well, my thoughts on this game, it also helps when you play Orlando, who's not a great offensive squad too, who's one of the worst shooting teams in the league for as 3-point wise, and worst offenses, and have one of the worst offenses in the league. That does help too. They shot poorly from the field. They shot 8 of 32 from the 3-point line. We made 16 threes. Jabari made 5 of those. They were scoring their points from inside the paint. They had 36 points in the paint, and they also had most of them at the free throw line. So that's what the Magic was scoring there. But I do like that double big lineup that he may have because, again, it opened up a lot of mismatches. LP, you don't have to worry about rebounding. Hey, guess what? Steven Adams got you on the boards right there. I also opened up some clean shots for Jabari and some mismatches for him as well. And it opened up some more offensive flow for LP. So, but I like that double big lineup that we're playing. It's a plus for us, man. It's working for us. So Ime Udoka doing a good job with that one. It was good to have some other players step up. You have like AD said, Tari Eason, man. He goes out there and he just play. He goes out there. He just plays, man. But he didn't have a good game. But on the defensive side, he made Pablo work for every shot. I mean, that's what you want. You want to make Pablo Banchero, work for every shot. Him and Dylan Brooks, they exactly did that. But other than that, I thought our defense was really good. But it also results, of Ime Udoka, the strategy that he put up on the Orlando Magic. Hey, let them shoot threes from the outside. Let's play zone. When we in that double big, let's get in the zone. Let's make them shoot from the outside. A not good shooting team shoot from the outside, and they couldn't make shots from the outside. And we was able to get some stops. We killed them on the glass. We out-rebounded them by 21 in this game. We had 60. We out-rebounded them 63-42 in this game. Plus, Steven Adams out-rebounded them with 17 rebounds. But good defensive game. We got stops. Jabari Smith made 5 threes in this game. And again, man, you got Aaron Holiday put in some productive minutes. put in some productive minutes. So yeah, it was good against a very scrappy Orlando Magic team. Who's having a down season because of injuries, really. But they were the worst. One of the worst offenses in the NBA. So Ime Udoka done a good job of mixing in some zone on them, making them shoot from the outside and making them work, and then putting that double big lineup. That way we can rebound and still being able to score. And Jabari Smith being able to shoot over people from the mid range and making out threes too. We making out threes too. Dylan Brooks, shot the ball 21 times. In this game, 17 points. But other than that, our defense won us this game.
Something I will say. Something I will say in this game, right, is you're looking at the shot chart and you're like, damn, Tari got 12 shots, Jabari got 13, Şengün only had 9, Jalen had 18, and then Dylan Brooks had 21.
He got in foul trouble too, right?
Yeah, Dylan Brooks did not get in foul trouble this game.
I'm talking about Şengün.
Oh, Şengün? Yeah, he had 3 early fouls at one point, I believe. I think in the first half, and he did play a lot more in the second half. And it's not that he wasn't being aggressive per se, with his trying to get his points right. But his job, I think, in a double big lineup was just, hey, get the rebound, F it, whoever gonna get it, because that's what Adams is doing. Adams wasn't worried about scoring, but if he got that thing and no one was big enough to stop him, guess what he did? He put that thing right back up there, and that's why he shot 5 to 6, right? But it's good to see not just one center have a double, right? That's expectation, but both your centers having a double and combining for 31 rebounds. Yeah, 25 points, 31 rebounds. Yeah, I'll take some of that. Yeah. They had a couple turnovers, but you ain't even looking at that. Something that was really interesting as well. Go ahead.
No, I do want to talk about Şengün and those turnovers, but I talked about it last time I was on, but we'll go in depth as we go forward with the other games. But yeah, Şengün and those turnovers, I think, gets himself in precarious positions. And I don't feel like he gets the help as well that he needs to get out of those situations, but that's just the way that they have to figure it out on offense.
The way it is. Yeah, no, that's facts. But otherwise from this game, right? Going into the half, it wasn't looking bad, but I was like, man, we need to beat this Magic team. Banchero, he's kind of real. He's averaging 30 and 9 so far, I believe, in March. So that's pretty nice. And we know what Franz is capable of too. But being able to win against a playoff caliber team in Orlando, not just as well as we did, right, keeping it in a double-digit lead, but we didn't have no Fred, no Amen, no Reed, right? And people want to say, but Reed, we didn't have Reed Shepherd, who is not, our best player, obviously, but that's one less body, right? And we beat them in a game where Cam Whitmore only had to play 2.5 minutes, right? That's something.
We're gonna talk about that.
That is a conversation that will happen. That's a conversation that will happen. But let's revel and appreciate the positivity for this exactly. But that's really all we can really say from the Magic game. Just again, continuing on to our win streak, right? We had won 2 games before this, and then winning this. That's 3 straight, right? Next thing I want to talk about is the Phoenix Suns, right? We ended up. This was. I don't even know. Donte, talk about this Phoenix Suns game for me, man.
Well, again, we made 12 threes. We made threes in this game. But also, the assists, the ball movement was really good. 25 assists. Anytime you have 25 to at least up around that area, that shows you've been moving the ball. And we actually made 76% of our free throws. We actually made some free throws that night. We actually made free throws, which is good, we're not a good free throw shooting team. And again, we won on the rebounds. And then we forced them to 17 turnovers. We got more possessions than they did, so that was huge. But it also helps when you have guys like a ton of guys in double figures. Eason, 15 points. You have Brooks, 19 points. LP, 20 points. Yeah, Fred VanVleet. I believe this is the first game Fred VanVleet came back. Yeah, he gave you 10, and you had Jalen Green, 29 points in this game. Was your leading?
He got his free throws. Jalen probably got his free throws. God,
It does help. It does help when you have all them guys in double figures, and it does help when Phoenix are just a mess coming in. Just a mess coming in. I mean, you're dealing with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. You got to hear them trade rumors all the time. They don't play any type of defense. You seen that they stopped. It's almost like they stopped playing at the end of the game, pretty much. I think that rejection by Steven Adams actually hurted the Suns a lot too. It hurt
yeah.
Pump Plumlee. It hurted the Suns more than it hurted us, pretty much. But like I say again,
forgot about that. That was,
yeah, you
I forgot about that. The brawl
yeah,
in Toyota, man.
yeah. And then it actually
Brawl
helped
center.
then more than it helped the Suns. But again, it was a good all around team win. Defense again, 104 points to a team, to guys that still got three players, that still got Bradley Beal on that team, that still got Kevin Durant, that still got Book on that team. 104 points. Our defense was really good in this game. Our defense won us this game. And when we play defense and when we force turnovers, our defense reunites our offense. Our defense, when we stop somebody on defense, it opens up everything on the offensive side of the basketball. So defense, won us this game again. Same thing like Orlando. Defense rebounding, won us this game again. Double big again was when it was in the game, it was a plus before Steven Adams. I mean, I thought it should have been just a double take, not to the point where they get thrown up out of the game. I mean, they were just taking it up. It happens all the time. But other than that, hey, no defense.
This man hilarious. You see that? He said, man, he hilarious for that.
My bad.
Anyway, on to the
gone.
ejection. I was genuinely I was surprised that they gave him a double tech, right? I figured they were going to give him like a flagrant one and then let them shoot free throws and go from there. But the fact that they ejected Adams for us, surprising, right?
Well, I mean, they hit the floor and it was a big skirmish and a lot of people around. And
the thing is, no punches were thrown. No one was at nobody's necks. I mean, Plumlee tried.
Let me say this. He wasn't winning that nowhere.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is Steven.
You don't miss Steven Adams, man.
Steven Adams actually saved Mason Plumlee. I forget what team he was playing on, but Plumlee jumped right and
he caught him.
Faked him, and then instead of going up for it, he caught his ass, brought his ass down, and this is how you repay
somebody that saved your life. But also, I don't know why Mason has been crashing out, but he got ejected the game after that as well.
Yeah, 2 straight games. Yeah,
bro, he's playing for the Suns, bro. He's playing for the Phoenix Suns. I'd be crashing out too if I got Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal and Devin Booker on my team with Mike Budenholzer, who's a 2021 championship winner, and we can't even get 35 wins.
So let me say this: Mike Budenholzer. I'm sorry, his name Budenholzer. Is that championship is accredited to Giannis alone, so we're not about to give him that. But also,
he was the coach during the run, man.
He was the coach. But look, let me say this: you hold the Phoenix team who's been scoring the ball, regardless of games. They've been one of the highest scoring teams in the NBA.
Yep.
Hold them to 104, like Donte was saying. That's a damn good job, and that's the second. I consider that back-to-back defensive excellent games that you're holding. The Phoenix Suns, one of the highest scoring offenses in the NBA, to 104. And honestly, that garbage time they got that 104. I think it was like at 98 with like a minute or something left. So they got 6 quick buckets, easy at the end of the game. I really don't attribute to that, but I would say during the main time you held them under 100 points.
Yeah.
And you were playing great defense. Kevin Durant wasn't comfortable. Devin Booker, he was virtually invisible in that game. He had a few plays here and there, but you held him in check. Bradley Beal, did he play? The fact that you can say those type of things in this game shows that it was a great defensive game, great defensive game plan, and for them to finally execute it. And again, this was for his first game back.
Yep.
And glad to see him on the court. He did hit. I think he hit a clutch 3
Yeah,
towards the end of the game as well. So
that's
you
pretty
have
cool.
to. That's him. But I mean, we talk about the double big lineup, but let's not forget about the Jeff Green and Alperen Şengün lineup.
Yeah,
Jeff Green has been playing. He only played 6 minutes this game, but I think he kind of offset with the Steven Adams ejection. He played the 6 minutes that Steven would have been playing.
Yep.
Um, he did damn well, man. Jeff Green has been a unsung hero. I'm glad that he's getting the minutes that he needs. I think it's going to benefit us in the playoffs. Jeff Green has been really playing well. Even though I know the numbers don't reflect it, but he's been
Yeah.
a presence on the court defensively and offensively as well, getting us in the right positions.
Yeah.
Is that
Exactly.
-8 or is that
Yeah.
+8?
-8. Says he a
Okay.
-8.
Yeah.
But he played in a couple like 2-3 minutes of like in garbage time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I'm not too worried about that. Something else that's interesting from this game, right? Like I said, Jalen get his free throws. 10 of 11. Şengün hit 5 of 6. Right. So your stars are going 15 of 17 from the line.
Mm-hmm.
You take that any day.
Right.
Again, Şengün, I have money on you, my boy, and you got 4 rebounds. I need you to get 6. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna stop putting money.
Betting on him on the rebound.
I'm stop betting on the man to get my rebounds because I got sold out about $500, but it is what it is. Tari Eason instead got my boards, and I like it though. Last thing I do want to talk about though is Cam Whitmore come in. He come play in this game. If you guys remember, I don't remember Cam Whitmore in this game right towards the end. He come in. First thing he does immediately is when he got the ball is he shot that thing right.
Yeah.
5.5 minutes played. 5.5 minutes played. 5 shots. 0 makes. God damn. A board, a steal, right? Because he got that offensive or the defensive board, the offensive rebound exactly to go all the way down the court, man, and nothing came out of it. Cam, bro, I love you. You got so much potential. What's going on, my boy? There was patience last season, right? There was he was just ready, right? He's part of the stay ready crew, kind of. And then when his number got called, he played well this season, man. Like, what's going on? Why are you getting outscored by Aaron Holiday? Why are you letting Jock Landale outscore you? Right? I don't know, and I know Ryan, if he's watching this right now, he gonna be mad that I just said Jock Landale outscoring Cam Whitmore, but it's true. It's true.
I got something I want to say.
Yes, please.
Can I say that if Jayshawn Tate is getting more minutes than you getting, you may not find your way on this team, find your way on this roster next year. You may find yourself a trade piece. You may be gone. You may be gone. You may be gone next year. Now,
ain't no maybe about it. I think that unless something major happens or whatever, I think Cam Whitmore is definitely going to be a part of a trade in the offseason. Regardless, I don't really know who they're going to target or whoever they target. Cam Whitmore is going to be a part of that offseason trade.
Yeah.
So you have to, kind of be aware of that. And I think he knows that at this point. They love Cam and everything, but the writing's on the wall for Cam, and unfortunately, but Cam he did something to piss in Ime's Kool-Aid, so I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, he gonna have to rectify that moving forward, or it may be some of the same thing,
He did some, and it's unfortunate because I think all of us are along the same sentiment here. Before I move on to this Dallas game, long sentiment here that Cam is an explosive scorer. He could be a much great asset, but if he wants to go out here and just chuck shots and stuff like that on a playoff caliber team that's trying to win and trying to do this, trying to do that, while also still develop, those developmental minutes can go to someone else. If you're not trying to play the right way, that's all I gotta say. If you ain't trying to play the right way, you know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. But enough about King. Let's move on to another win here. A blowout win against the Dallas Mavs, unfortunately. We beat the out of them. Tari Eason, career high in points. He had 30 on 15 shots. Beautiful, beautiful game. Jalen Green ended up having 23 in this game, 47%, right? 50% from 3. You take that, you have to take that. And then Şengün, nice little double-double, 16 and 15. But still no man, obviously. He's still hurt. Still no Reed, obviously. another game that for Evan Bleet, he come in. This is the game I was actually expecting him to have against the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the inefficient, poor shot choice and stuff. But he made right plays. But this is another game where Jalen, he's out rebounding quite a few guys, 9 boards, and he had the most assists on the team
It's
again.
it's
So
still a shame that they only, total between him and Şengün only got 5 free throws though.
yeah,
That's crazy. I mean, but again, shout out to I want to make this point about Şengün. Şengün has been very, very good during his win streak at the free throw line. He's like he's 2 for 3 this game. I think the last game he only missed one. He was 5 for 6. Game before, I think that he only missed 1 or 2 free throws the game before that. So definitely, man, he's doing well from the stripe, and he's playing better. I'll beat on the drum about him in those turnovers. He has to be smarter. Ime has to be smarter. And the teammates around him have to be smarter to not keep putting him in those positions where he's caught in no man's land. They do that a lot with the pick and roll, high pick and roll, and he's caught at the free throw line. He has really nowhere to go, no spacing, nobody's cutting. Nobody's
that's where we miss a man.
yeah, nobody's freeing themselves up around the 3-point line. It's like he's stuck right there at the free throw line a lot of the times, and then you just have the other 4 guys just standing around at the 3-point line, expecting him to make a move. And I'm like, you're not helping him out at any point. You're not drawing. You're basically camping out at the 3-point line, and you're making him, kind of force the shot. And you see those crazy teardrop shots that don't ever fall. From
Not as of late.
Yeah, no, they ain't falling most of this season. He needs to kind of go ahead and retire that in his bag. But
I don't know. I'm not gonna give up on it yet.
hey,
Yet.
I'm kind of over that.
We got 43 wins. He's doing something right.
Yeah,
something
but that shot. Look, the game we talking about against the Bulls. I don't know what the hell, but he tried it like 3 or 4 times, and it just was airballing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta cut it, buddy.
He had all NBA defender, GOAT legend Nikola Vucevic on him though, so watch out. Watch out.
Hey, quick note, I really wanted the Rockets to draft Vucevic when he came out. They didn't draft him.
Well, here we are. Last bit though on Şengün before I move on to Donte here. During this stretch, the last 5 games, he is shooting 77% from the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice to see. And then before that, in his last 6, he's shooting 71%. So drops a little bit during the win streak, but 71% overall, up from his 67, 68, 69% he was shooting regularly throughout the season. It's still an uptick in free throw percentage that we like to see. Donte, man, what else you got from this game?
Sometimes when LP gets the ball, and you have a mismatch on you, and like I said, you're gonna get doubled anyway. Sometimes as LP, you got to go early too. You got to move early. You can't wait till the double team come at you and then want to try to figure out a way to try to give up the ball. But also, like AD said, everybody just standing around. Someone got to cut. If your man, someone's got to make a cut to the rim. Someone's got to show up. Someone's got to show up. But sometimes LP, just go early. Don't wait on the double team. It's gonna come. It's gonna come anyway. They don't. Teams are knowing. Teams are gearing up to stop him. That's the game plan is. Teams are gearing up to like really trying to stop him from going crazy in the paint. And again, that's when everybody's got to cut. If you have a wide open shot, that's why it's so important to knock down these open shots. But sometimes if you do have a mismatch, or if you seen them not double teaming you, you got to go ahead and go. You don't have the time to wait. You can't wait on the double team. And like I said, you got to go to work if they're not going to W. But again, this is a game we supposed to win. On these games, like I say, hey, you gotta win. I mean, Dallas Mavericks.
Why was we letting Spencer Dinwiddie go crazy there in the first half?
Everybody was going crazy in the first half of Dallas. I was painting that first half. I was disgusted with that. That was just
sweet to them, bro.
Sweet in that first half, man. We couldn't stop the nosebleed in the paint. Even that other guard was going off. Williams, he was going off in the paint. He was going.
He was kind of clean.
Yeah, but Other than that, we out rebounded them. We crushed them on the boards, 67-34. We crushed them on the boards pretty much. We made 15 threes, 48%. AD already mentioned the free throws. We shot well from the free throw line, even though we got 12 free throws. Because again, second half we came out and did what we needed to do. But it was like I say, we had 68 points in the paint. Only had 11 turnovers. That's good when you not turn the ball, when you're not turning the basketball over. So we just handle business in this game. We beat the team we supposed to beat. I'll say we just came out and handled business. The team just came out. I believe Tari had 30 in this game. This is the
career high.
Tari Eason had 30 in this game, and hey, Tari Eason was on one. In this game. You had Jalen Green had 23, chipped in 23, made 4 3s.
4 threes is what we're looking at here. Hey, what'd you say about Jalen Green?
When Jalen gets 3 or more threes, it's almost a guarantee that we win that game. It's like a 90% chance we win that game. Jalen gets activated when he's hitting his threes. You'll see it in the Bulls game as well. I think he had at least 3 or 4 threes in the Bulls game.
In the third quarter.
So
in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, he had 2. I know he had 2 in a row.
Yeah, so you gotta get Jalen active from outside. Jalen is an outside in player rather than inside out, which is crazy to say. Ask Drea.
I gotta bust out the sound now. That's bro. Man, where that? That's crazy. Anyway, please.
But yeah, Jalen definitely gets activated from the 3, man, and he's performing well, scoring. I think with these last 3 games, he's had 20 each game. Yeah, 23 this game, 29 the game before, and then 20 the game before that. So he's definitely stepping it up and playing well and being consistent, which is the biggest factor for Jalen is consistency. You gotta be consistent, and this March is supposed to be his month.
And it's really been the team's month if we talk about it. So Tari Eason just had a career high, right? Dylan Brooks hit 7 threes this month, and then hit 5 threes twice this month too. This is like the everybody eats month, right? Sometimes you, sometimes me, always us type thing, right? Last bit here, right? Talking about Jalen going off. Look at his rebounds again. 9 rebounds. So I don't know what's going on in this game, or especially recently, but he's been, like you said, active. He's been getting them boards too. He's been hunting, and we've been seeing more point guard Jalen, right, with these assists, averaging I think 4.5 assists in the stretch, 4+. But then having multiple, 2 games where he had 7, and then 8 there, right? Triple double watch for Jalen, almost in back-to-back games, right? Now he has only had I think 1 double-double so far this season, so hoping to see that we can get close to start stacking and stack padding a little bit. It's like shit, man, you athletic as hell, man. Get that rebound, bro. Westbrook, we see it, man. He athletic as hell. He said, Steven Adams, get out the way. Steven Adams, move, right? Jalen, go get that damn rebound. You got 9 boards. Get that, just board hunt. Go get that last rebound. Last bit here. Look at the plus-minus scores. Tari Eason with a plus 37.
Yeah, man. At one point, he was plus 40.
Yeah.
Until the very end of the game, I was like, damn, he was plus 40. It was ridiculous. I think he went along because we won by 37. So, it was a great game for Tari. Probably his best game of the season for him. Probably. What was it, 30 and 8? 30 and 8.
2 steals, a block.
Yeah, he was 2 or 3 from 3. Yeah, perfect from the free throw line. Yeah, this is his best game of the season.
If not
probably of his career, yeah. And so, tunnel vision Tari got activated. TBT.
I do want to bring up. I don't want to forget one player, but Aaron Holiday also had 13 points. He's been very good in his minutes he's been getting. So he's been very good. He's been very helpful when Fred was out. But also when Reed out, he's been stepping up and hitting shots.
Let me say this, man. I don't know what the hell they doing in the Rockets training staff, but what's the hell with all these hand and finger injuries?
yeah,
Like, I don't know what y'all doing back there. But y'all gotta fix all that, man. Jabari,
Yo,
I don't know. Whatever you're doing, you're beating on
yo,
it too hard, man.
that's crazy.
You beating on it too hard, whatever you're doing.
Yo, I mean, they saw Jalen Dre. You know what I mean? He's just trying to, they're just trying to show out. I don't blame him though. And Jalen also had a head injury this season too, right?
Yeah, hey.
Hey,
Hey,
uh,
I don't know what y'all doing, brother, but y'all need to fix that.
moving on from whatever the hell that just was. Last game here. This is the second night of a back-to-back, right?
Mhm.
Against Chicago, which again, like they just won a few games in a row, right? This is a scrappy team. I don't know if P. Giddy played that night. I live in Iowa, right? So again, any of the Chicago games in the Midwest, I don't get to see them. So I had to stream it off of one of them sites, and I caught like the last half.
Don't incriminate yourself. Don't incriminate yourself. Just say you got NBA league pass, man. You got
I do got a league pass. But yeah, we was chilling, and this is an interesting game here. Şengün, really nice game. Y'all saw him abused out of Vucevic down low, man. He hit him with one of them, had Vucevic on the floor, almost broke his ankle quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
And then before that,
hey, that cross and drive, that was one of the plays of the season, man. That was great.
Yeah, Şengün this was an active game for Şengün, to say the least. 24 and 15, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks.
Hey, his rebounding numbers have been excellent, man.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And like super, super excellent. And
Except when I
Adams
bet
has
on
helped
him.
that.
Except when I bet on him, then he wants to get 4 rebounds. But yeah.
Hey, but I attribute that to Steven Adams as well.
Yes.
Steven Adams has allowed Alperin to kind of float around. And one thing we haven't talked about is the switch to the zone defense.
Yep.
Especially in those double big lineups. That has been like a key. And shout out to Ime for switching it up.
Yep.
He's been a man defense type of coach, his whole career. And the fact that you implement the double big lineup, then you implement the zone defense in those specific times has been a benefit to the Rockets in general and has helped them. It helps Alperin Şengün specifically. It helps him on the defensive side of the ball because now he isn't tasked with trying to play man up, in the post, getting himself in foul trouble, getting put in switches at the top, and again, putting him in precarious positions on the defensive side of the ball.
Yep.
So this has really helped Alperin Şengün a lot. And I'm, well, hopefully we don't have to play the Warriors, but you can't do that against teams like the Warriors. So we're gonna have to figure it out. But looking forward though, definitely shout out to Ime for stepping up and affecting this team defensively, implementing different things and be willing to switch it up and change.
Man, that says it. While you're looking it up, Dante, take it away and break down this game for me. I'm trying to look up the plus minus stat that someone posted on whatever website. Because this plus minus stat with Alperin Şengün and Steven Adams together is ridiculous. Just putting that out there, they have a crazy high offense too, something to put out there. But Dante, before I take it over to you, Fred VanVleet hit a lot of threes. It was really nice to see. And then Jalen and Freddie combined for 10 threes in this game. Beautiful, beautiful. But Dante, please break that down for me.
Well, I actually think Fred VanVleet actually saved us. It was the reason why we won this game because if you look back, that first half, I mean, he was the only one that can make any shots, that can make anything. Now you look at that buzzer beater that he made at halftime to put us down 5. We were down 8, I think 55-47. He makes a buzzer beater. Then we have a solid third quarter. He was the only one. He in that first half, Fred VanVleet actually saved us in that first half because the Bulls was making shots. They were hot. They were getting into the lane. It was times that we would make a run. The Bulls would come back. And make a run, but the Bulls was basically hot in that first half from 3. They cooled off at the end of the game because of the defense started getting a little tighter. And the double big lineup, we was able to get some extra possessions. I mean, we're crushing people on the boards, man, with this double big, 54-36. We getting some extra shots. But again, I mean, another thing, we shot 57% from the free throw line, which is not. We had
the usual lately.
26 free throws, and we shot 57% from the free throw line. We had 26 free throws. And we had 24 assists. We were moving the ball around a lot, but other than that double big lineup, and then plus Ime goes to that zone that stalls people offense out a lot when he goes to that zone, because most of the time when he goes to that zone, he goes to the zone with the double big lineup, and we able to create turnovers, get rebounds because of Steven Adams. And if one thing about Steven Adams, that game that's very underrated, the screen setting. If you look at the screen setting, man, that's almost like making a block in the NFL on somebody, bro. I mean, it was two plays in the fourth quarter. You just seen him just set a screen on someone and gets Jalen wide open. Just gets Jalen wide open for 2 straight threes. I mean, his screen setting is he gets people stuck on screens, man. It's just hard to get around that dude on screens, man. So it was 2 straight possessions. He gets Jalen Green open for 3, and Jalen Green was able to knock him down. I'm like, Jalen, you have to knock that down, man. That man got you work hard.
Wide open. Not open. Wide open.
Anybody. Fred VanVleet gets him wide open. His screen setting is just like crushing, man. Just like crushing people. But other than that, it was a physical hard fought win. Jalen Green, that putback saved us. Jalen Green almost didn't help us the possession before. Why would you try to go up for a layup? Bring the ball shot, get fouled. Why would you try to go for a layup?
He had a brain fart moment like Alperen Sengun a couple weeks ago, going down on a fast break at the end of the game, trying to get fancy. Like, Jalen, I understand you pull the ball back out.
Yep, pull the ball back.
You don't have to.
But I know you don't know about pulling out, Jalen. So, like, I know you don't know about it.
So we bring 80 on for one episode. This man, no.
Hey,
PG-13, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, just pull out, Jalen. It's okay. Just pull out.
Yeah. Speaking of lineups, I got the set here. So LP and Adams lineups today, or like last night. Looking at it right here, Alperen Sengun and LP were in the 12 minutes they played together. We're plus 14. Pretty nice. 67% to 33% rebound advantage. So they got 67% of the available rebounds on the floor while those two are on the court. Absolutely unheard of.
If you notice in that game, every time that we got down and we were down like 7, 8, 9 points, he would throw the double big in there, and then we would end up leading after like a 2 or 3 minute stretch.
Yep.
And again, playing his own defense, playing a double big lineup, getting those 67% rebounds. Like that right there is a momentum shifter type move. And if you can implement it, again, Chicago's not a great shooting team. Chicago is probably one of the worst shooting teams in the NBA. Outside of Kobe, of course us, but outside of Kobe White and I forgot the other guy.
Buzelis. You talking about Buzelis?
No.
You're talking about Vukovic. Vukovic is Vuka's 36% though.
It was a guy that was hitting threes for them clutch. It was a young guy. He had braids. I forgot his name.
You're talking about Trey Jones
for the Bulls.
Trey Jones plays for the Bulls.
It was Trey Jones.
Trey Jones.
Okay, so he was the one that was hitting those threes. I was like, damn, he was the zone buster for them. Him and Kobe White.
And Kobe White, and then this dude. What's his last name or first name? His last name's Terry. I can't see his first name.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. I think
Dalen Terry.
That's the one I'm talking about. Dalen Terry. Okay. I wasn't talking about
Trey Jones then.
Yeah, I was talking about Dalen Terry.
3 for 3 against us, man. He was on, man.
Yeah, he was it. He was the one in the fourth quarter that was busting the zone. So again, hey, you take it there. I ain't taking it there. But he was the one that I was talking about. That was killing us in the fourth quarter. But definitely, whenever you needed that lineup, when you were down, you put that lineup in, it just changed the whole momentum of the game. And then, of course, we took the lead and didn't give it back. But it was a lot of back and forth. We were down 5 at half, thanks to a Hail Mary 3 by Fred, which was crazy.
I can't believe that went in, by the way. When I saw him shoot that, first off, I thought they was gonna swing it to like left, right? Because it was open on the left hand. But I said they gave it to Fred, and Fred got 2 people all draped all over. First off, this dude like this tall, way down there, right? So he's like 5'2", right? I'm taller than him probably. He probably as tall as Zay Thomas. He's that short. He got two defenders draped all over. They give it to him with like 2 seconds on the clock. And if Fred VanVleet, he just says the F it button. The F it bucket. He throw that thing way up there. I can't believe that went in, man.
Well, he scored the last 5 points. We were down 10. He scored the last 5. So
yes,
got us within 5. And then at the end of the third quarter, we were up 2.
The Fred
so
5.
it was a 7-point swing from halftime to end of the third quarter, and that was due to the double big lineup. And then I think fourth quarter we kind of took off with it as well. But that is something that's implemented. Jeff Green again. People, I think, is underrated with Jeff Green. I want to spotlight him again. Jeff Green has been excellent for this team, defensively as well. It was one moment where he was just kind of pointing out the coverages, and everybody was, flocking around on a scramble drill, and he kind of helped them, with that by pointing out the coverages and where they need to go and how, what they need to do. So those type of things, really helped, and I think we were in zone defense in that spot. But yeah, definitely want to shout out Jeff Green as well, man. Aaron Holiday again. These guys are unfortunately Jayshawn Tate played 19 minutes.
I was just gonna say that. So Jayshawn Tate, right, played 19 and a half minutes, right?
The enigma.
We didn't see any step back threes like he did in Brooklyn. So the
he actually hit a corner 3 from a pocket pass from LP.
Hey, it was a big 3 too. It was because we were up 1 point.
I was so pissed that it happened because that he's gonna play another game.
So with that, I say that all to say, why is Jayshawn Tate playing over Cam Whitmore, bro?
Because Jayshawn Tate, if Cam Whitmore is pissing in his Kool-Aid, then Jayshawn Tate is drinking it for him.
Yeah,
for MA.
He's doing, Tate's doing something.
I don't know who daughter he's sleeping with or what he got going on, but Jayshawn Tate is an enigma and is frustrating as hell for me because I'm glad this is his last year of his contract. Get him off my team.
They might resign him, man. They really might.
I pray they don't. The
reason why, and I brought this up on last episode with AK and Chris, is I said that Tate is essentially the dollar store Marcus Smart. He does that. He's gonna do everything that Marcus Smart do. He just don't do it as well.
Hold on. What is he the dollar? First when he first came, he was the dollar store PJ Tucker. Yeah, now he's the Dollar General Marcus Smart. He was Dollar Trees PJ Tucker. Now he's Dollar Generals
because he can
Marcus Smart. Who is he the Family Dollar of? So we can get them all out of the way.
I'm about to come back to you next week about that. But look at how Marcus Smart and Jayshawn Tate play. The stats in per 36. That's why he liked Jayshawn Tate so much. It's also why he liked Dylan Brooks so much too, because it's similar.
Would you rather have Marcus Smart or Jayshawn Tate?
Oh, I'd rather have Marcus Smart. I'd rather have Marcus Smart. I'd rather have Marcus Smart. That's not even a question. There's no offense to Jayshawn Tate either, but it'd just be nice to have a better offensively gifted player out there on the field next to some of our guys, especially when we're in that double big lineup. But speaking of double big lineup, finishing the stats off for it, dude. In the 68 minutes they played together, specifically, right, in these double big lineups as of late, they are plus 75. They are plus 75, and they've won their minutes in every single game they've played together. Wow. So far during this stretch, right? That's absolutely crazy. Listen to this net rating, not the net rating, excuse me. Yeah, the overall offensive rating, 128. Their offensive rating is 120. So while they're on the court, the max offensive rating, 128 points. Wow. The defensive rating, 79. So they're holding people at a max 79 points. Wow. Plus 48 net rating overall, right? And their rebounding percentage is 70%. They gobble up 70% of the available boards on the court in this lineup since they've been playing like that. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And I hope to see this more. But like you said, obviously the Warriors would probably be a team that's going to beat this lineup. But I'm interested to see how this lineup is going to fare in the playoffs if we face like a Grizzlies team, right? It's going to be really, really, really intriguing. But capping off on this game, I appreciate Jalen. I appreciate him so much getting that offensive rebound. I saw that he first off, he picked up the loose ball, passed it to the wide open man. Brother Brick, he got to get the board and put it back himself. My gosh, talk about being clutch. This guy just got that gene. Last bit here, Fred 7 assists to 1 turnover. Usual Fred stuff is what I'm looking at here. You guys got anything else that you want to discuss for these games?
Man, keep balling, man. Hey, let's get to 50. Let's get 50.
Yeah.
Let's
F
get
it.
plus.
Why not?
Let's hope the Lakers keep sinking, and let's play them 2-7. We'll get clear home court advantage, and go from there.
I don't want to play the Lakers in the playoffs.
I want to play them.
They got Lakers.
I want to play them.
He said he want to play them.
Play them. Give them to me. To me, honestly, I think the perfect matchup for us in the first round is Memphis. Yep. And let me say this because I can paint the picture. Of the playoff matchups for the most watch. 1-8, well, they'll figure it out. 2-7, if it was Denver and Minnesota, would be crazy.
Yeah.
Minnesota and Denver would be a great first round matchup. Then you're looking at us in Memphis would be a great matchup. A lot of people, and of course you got to have the Lakers and Warriors playing the first round. Too many storylines, and they're both on the West Coast, easy. Not, they all the primetime games, they're gonna be the late night primetime game every day that they play. And the storylines, you got LeBron and Luka, you got Steph, going for history, him and Jimmy. Can Jimmy, shut down LeBron? That would be crazy. Yeah. LeBron and Jimmy going, one-on-one.
They get their Heat versus Lakers matchup.
Yeah.
On Golden State.
Yep. And so you get all of these narratives and storylines, like you can't beat it. Whoever Oklahoma City is going to play, they're going to beat the shit out of them. So, I mean, I don't really care if it's the Kings or if it's, hell, it could be the Suns. You never know. Whoever it is, they beating their ass. So, hopefully it's not the Suns. Hopefully it's not the Suns. I need the Suns to keep tanking and, bow out gracefully so we can get, Cooper Flag. Cooper Flags, did us a solid and got hurt on purpose. And it's going, miss, possibly miss most of the NCAA tournament just so he can rest up to be a Houston Rocket come June. So y'all, shout out Cooper Flag, man.
Shout out. Beautiful breakdown, AD. I kind of have a similar view on the playoffs and how we're going to face people, but yeah, looking at that though, the journey we got to even be talking about playoffs. Think about where we were 2 years ago. Donte, you remember what it was like getting on here multiple days a week, just crying about we're not getting free throws. We can't play correct basketball. Steven Silas over there hitting the clap, the nay way over in the back, talking about guys.
Come on, guys. Yeah.
Gosh, dude. And then we got players making fun of him. Josh Christopher making fun of him. No one cares what's going on. Eric Gordon just gave up, realized
he gave up. He did when he
not
shot
a leader
against the Kings, yeah.
Man, and that shot against the Kings that got him traded immediately. He got traded right after that. Then that also led for him to say that there's been no improvement, right? And then here we are, year 4, right? There has been clear improvement for these guys, right? Last year Jalen got his contract, or earlier this year Jalen got his contract. Şengün got his contract, right? Jabari and Tari are next up to get theirs, right? We'll see if we can get them on some team-friendly deals, but we're still talking about the draft because Raphael Stone is just this. He must have a crystal ball, and then he sees, man, I hate Kevin Durant so much. Wherever he goes, I'm gonna get those picks. We got those Brooklyn picks instead of trading to Philadelphia, by the way. Thank gosh, because I thought Ben Simmons was actually good, and we saw what happened. And then Now we see what happened with Brooklyn, where it was the big three that was supposed to go crazy, and because of injuries and other issues, that broke them up, and he decided to get those picks instead. And then he decided to steal over and get a couple picks from the Suns. On top of that, he also got us a Dallas pick, and Dallas got nobody. And when it come time, right? Because I think we have the 2030, right? 2032 Dallas pick, right? The best of between Phoenix, Dallas, and us. We get that pick. Who would have seen that coming? And who is Dallas going to have in 6 years? AD going to be out the league. Kyrie is not going to be on. He was only there because of Luka. Let's be honest. He was only there because of Luka. Klay Thompson can't lead a team. We just beat their ass by 50 points last time, so it's not even that. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen, and I just appreciate Stone and being able to take us and draft correctly. Like, yes, maybe I would rather have this player than this player, but if we did, what players are we drafting after that to build the team? Because it's not a 1-for-1. You pick a different player and it changes the entire draft process. So I'm appreciative.
We giving him a shout out, and we're appreciative of all that he's done.
Absolutely.
But let's just think if we would have gotten the pick that we were supposed to get the last few years.
Gee, we got one.
Hold on, we were supposed to be the number one pick Jalen's year, the year after that as well.
Yup.
Just imagine if we would have had Kay Cunningham and Paulo Banchero instead of Jalen and Jabari.
That would be interesting. And
that might be more scarier though, too, though.
Maybe
to deal with. It would have. Okay, like dealing with Pablo. Cade is just as good as Jalen, though. Cade is just.
Well, I like to theorize and say, like, I would say, like, we're better. But if we get Cade with Steven Silas, right? That's interesting. What is Cade like? What is Cade doing? Because
does Cade keep Steven Silas here next year?
Because didn't Steven Silas go over to go coach the Pistons, and then they just went on? They lost 27 games straight.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
But Cade wasn't there for that anyway. He was hurt.
He was injured, but still,
maybe he would have been injured with Silas, and maybe they would have got him up out of there.
It's kind of like
they had Jaden Ivey. Go ahead.
I want to bring up like when you was talking about the 2 years, like the AAU years. I say has been a diehard Rockets fan and diehard Houston everything. It was kind of like one thing in my mind. I'm watching. You gotta watch the Rockets, who that's gonna lose. You gotta watch the Texans at that time. They gonna. You knew that we knew both teams were gonna lose the game.
It was just the Astros.
It's not one time that if you're a fan that you thought your team was gonna go in there and win a game, that you knew. It's not a time that you feel confident that you can go in any place, no matter if you either team, you can go in there and win a game. It's not a time that the Rockets did not come out, and they wasn't prepared. They was not prepared to play.
How many times were we up at the half? We were up. We were up like 10,
we just
12 points.
Blown out in the second half. Every single game. And then you don't play Ty Washington. You play that bum Dacian Knicks. You play that bum Dacian Knicks every single game. Yeah, that used to just kill me right there. That used to kill me right there. That dude is garbage, man.
You're telling me that we gave up on Ty Washington and who else played ball for us?
I don't know what Silas saw in Dacian Knicks. I just don't know what he saw in that guy. Saw in that guy, bro. That guy was not a good player, but he just kept playing him over guys like Josh Christopher, who had.
Oh my God, Jacob!
Yes, he just kept playing, and Ty Washington. He just kept playing him over those guys. I didn't know what was Steven Silas' thing, but again, now it's fun. Now going into every game. Hey, we got a chance, man. We can win. We can win every game. We got a chance to win every game. It's fun. Like I say, the last 2 years, as both fans of both squads, you didn't have any confidence that you can go into a game and you think they were going to win. Now this year, now the last 2 years, you thinking, hey, we can go in and win any game. As long as we got new coach coming in. Ime Udoka coming in. Hey, culture change immediately. Get free agents immediately. Raphael Stone drafting well, picking the right players, getting some good veterans to come in here for some good veteran leadership. I mean, it feels good, knowing that you can waking up in the morning as a Rocket fan, going and getting up saying, "Hey, we got a game and we got a chance to go in there and win this game." No matter what team you go against, we can play OKC to this day. We'll think we got a chance. We'll think with a healthy.
Shit, we almost did beat them.
Yep. So it just feels good. It just feels good, man. Then it just feels good.
Yeah, honestly, like when you say it like that, man, like I'm also thinking back, like we had Bruno Fernando starting over Albert Shingle at one point
against the Atlanta Hawks on opening night, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Bruno Fernando. They brought in, and I don't have the audio, but they said lob threat. How the hell we got that man starting over Albert Shingle, who was an all-star this year? I get it, like people are like, Kobe Bryant came off the bench. I don't give up. You saw how much that was a bonehead move to have Kobe off the bench, right? Kobe being Bryant, right? Albert Shingle, the guy we saw his rookie year, we were like, yo, hey, he should be starting next to Christian Wood, right? He should be starting next to Wood.
I forgot we even had that dude.
Yeah, the wow factor. Remember that? Man. There's a lot that has happened and transpired, and obviously we have agreements. We like this to happen. We, not a fan of how we drafted here or there, maybe, and it is unfortunate. Like Garuba just kind of got lost in all of that, because the Oos, when he was out, he was loose, and I do miss the Garuba. I miss Ty, I miss Jacob, man. These are guys that could be here right now.
All of those guys are either out of the league or not.
Usman's out of the league, man. Ty been bouncing around to championship teams, and because they championship teams, he's not getting able to play. It's just unfortunate. I wish they could have developed here, right?
Now, the only person on those teams the last 2 years that I thought, if he wouldn't have did what he did, that would have still been on his team, was Kevin Porter. He would have been a sixth man on his team. If he wouldn't have done what he done, I really believe he would have still been on his team.
That is an interesting note. If Kevin Porter Jr. was on this team, coming off the bench as a sixth man,
he'd be six-man contention. I'm not gonna lie. He was clean, man. Mm-hmm. I remember when
he started all right. I mean, remember he was helping Ime Udoka. He was helping out. He was building that relationship with Ime Udoka in the offseason. I think he was at the press conference too, as well.
He just had to miss that crazy girl.
Yeah, bro.
He's out of all of them. Like, soon as Ime Udoka come in, we get rid of Tata Washington and Christian, and that we get rid of them immediately. But the only person that I think that would have been on this team if he wouldn't have done what he had done was Kevin Porter. That's the only person I thought that would have been on this team.
Imagine Kevin Porter Jr. actually being able to play defense like Jalen Green plays defense.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that would have been a good backcourt. We wouldn't have not been talking about De'Aaron Fox or none of that right now.
I'm gonna say this, man. Jacob needed to be gone.
Josh Christopher, you were a fan of him? Why?
No, it wasn't that I wasn't a fan of him, but when that video came out of him and Jalen, I was like, yeah, he gotta go.
Man.
He may say, "Nah, I gotta get you notified."
Yeah, you gotta
go. Man.
You ain't gonna never beat them allegations, brother.
Yeah, Jalen.
Look, it was so bad that Jalen had to go get Dre and Michelle and have a baby. Jalen had to go have a baby to beat those allegations. That's how deep and rooted they were.
Talk about deep, you know what I mean? Talk about some man. I don't know. At the end of the day, man, I'm just grateful that we got 43 wins, right? We have not only won more games than we did last season, right? We were almost we have the best record in NBA history as an 11 seed. I'm not saying we should hang a banger for that, but you should remember that in when the West was as tightly contested as it was, we still got 41 wins. We missed the play-in, we missed the playoffs. We still got 41 wins as an 11 seed, right? No other team in NBA history has ever done that, right? Now we sit in 2 wins higher than that. We still got what was our record? 43-25, right? So that's 68 games. We still got 14 games left right now. Quick math. We still got 14 games. And we got 43 wins right now. Wow. We sit at the 2nd seed right now, right? We in that the Nuggets, Lakers, Memphis, Golden State Warrior range right there within 4 games of each, right? I mean, the only team that we probably not catching is OKC unless they start resting every single person.
Man, they're 12 games. Yeah,
they
would have to lose every game. We would have to win every game.
Yeah, it's possible.
It ain't happening.
Adam Silver, I need you to cook something up for me real quick. I hate OKC, so go ahead and cook this up.
Hey, we own the biggest thing about it. We own tiebreakers. The only tiebreaker we probably don't own is the Golden State Warriors. Really, that's the only tiebreaker we don't own. We own every single tiebreaker in the Western Conference.
Do we own the Lakers tiebreaker?
Yeah, we beat them the first time. We only played them one time.
Oh, we still play them 2 more times. So
yeah, we only play them one. But for right now, we own that tiebreaker. We own that tiebreaker. We own that Memphis tiebreaker. We own that Memphis tiebreaker. Right now we own that Denver tiebreaker. We own that Denver tiebreaker for right now.
We do.
Yeah, we own. So that's the biggest thing. We own tiebreakers. Every tiebreaker we own, except Golden State. Except Golden State. So every tiebreaker we own. But yeah, I say that's probably the only team I wouldn't want to play in the first round. Like AD said, that's probably the only team I wouldn't want to play. Every other team, I don't really care who we play in that first round.
Yeah, I'm looking at the last games here, right? We still got our next game is against Philly, who, by the way, playoff P over there is pissing himself, and they are one of the worst teams in the entire league. I think they're the 5th worst team in the entire league. Surprise, surprise. That's what happens when you go James Harden. But we play them the 17th, right? So we play them tomorrow. So that's something to look forward to. But I'm going to name the rest of the game, the teams we play, right? Stop me when you say, hey, how do we beat this team? Okay. So Philly, Orlando, Miami, Denver, the Hawks, Utah, Phoenix, the Lakers, Utah, OKC.
I see maybe 2 or 3 losses in that. If you play the way you're supposed to play, it's probably the Denver game is questionable.
The Phoenix and Lakers game is questionable because we play them back to back. We play Phoenix and then the Lakers, right?
I think that Magic game at Orlando is questionable. They just beat them off a win against Cleveland, so they don't feel real confident. At Orlando, I think that's questionable too. I think I think that's a trap game for us. I think that in Orlando, and especially we haven't been playing well in Orlando, really pretty much. So I think that's questionable. So I can see about like 4 losses, but I still see us having a winning record. I think we can win. We can
10-4.
Yeah.
And then so after that,
put us at 53. Hey.
Yeah. So hang on, we still got a couple more games to go over real quick. So like OKC, right? That's where I stopped. Obviously, that's going to be a problem. Talked about the back-to-back, right? And then Orlando, very possible. But any of those are all possible. I think that's facts. Obviously, Denver too. After that, after we face OKC, then we immediately face Golden State. Okay.
Damn.
And then we face the Clippers. All right. And then we play the Lakers again. All right. And then we play Denver again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Adam Silver is trying to cap us at 44.
Well, yeah, he's making the end of the season important.
Yeah.
And although I respect making it important, man, we need Trevor Bleak to sit. we need Şengün to rest.
But what's crazy with all of that being said and that crazy schedule at the end, it still is of all the teams in that range between 2 and 7, it's the easiest schedule of all those teams.
Yep.
That's true.
With Denver, because we played Denver twice, LA Lakers twice. We play
Golden State.
The last time. I feel like we played Golden State like 6 times, man.
I know.
How many times we played them? We played them 3.
We played them 4. We played them 4 already.
So we're gonna play them 5 times this season.
Oh yeah. We so did.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. We already played them 4. And then the tournament game was the 4th game, and then we play them again. That'll be 5.
Man, last bit here, right? We could be a 50-win team. We got 14 games left. We win 7. We're at 50 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That is crazy. And then if we go 10-4 in this last stretch here,
yep.
Like you said, you talking about the Houston Rockets being 53-29. Who saw us? Because I had us pinned. Like I said, I had us pinned like 6th seed. Right after the Carl Anthony Towns trade, I was like, okay, we can be the 6th seed. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I think 44 wins is realistic.
Yeah.
44 wins is their next win. Dang.
Yeah, so I think
4 was by The
Yeah,
limit.
44, 45 minutes.
I think the lowest we go with the way it is and the way the schedule is, I think the lowest would be is a 4 seed.
Yeah.
And that's completely possible because some of these guys that are going to end up in the 5th and 6th range, depending on the wins, they realize I can't catch these teams anyway. So we might as well rest our guys, like Golden State probably. I imagine the rest in the hell out of Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green the last 4 or 5 games, which means we can probably beat Golden State, which would be nice in case it ends up being a 4 or 5 seed spot, right? It's completely possible. I can imagine the Lakers resting LeBron for at least the last couple of games. Again, we might not face LeBron in the last game, right?
I mean, Luka's going to sit. If LeBron's going to sit, Luka's going to sit.
Exactly. Very, very, very hypothetical there. The only team I don't envision sitting their guys is Denver. Out of that, because Denver likes to play other guys, which I respect. If you're healthy, you should play, in my opinion. But business-wise, right, you trying to protect your product, you probably want to sit your guys down, right? And I get that. I'm just not the biggest fan of that type of rule. But let us know what you guys think down below in the comments. Right? I'm interested to see where you think we're going to land in the playoffs and how you think we're going to fare, right? Where are we going to end up in the season? How many wins are we going to have? Go ahead and comment that down below. Remember to subscribe to the H-Town Rundown, Houston Rockets Basketball Podcast, as well as if you're interested in the Texans. As you saw, we got Texans guys in the chat. AD right here, this is my guy here. He runs a Texans side, and they do shit every single week. So be sure to stay tuned, right? We be doing giveaways too, tickets, bobbleheads, jerseys. That's what we do out here at the H-Town Rundown. So be sure to follow at the H-Town Rundown on Twitch as well as Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well and comment.
TikTok as well.
TikTok, yeah. AD got the TikTok up. Be sure to comment down below on the YouTube channel. I want to know if you think we can get to 50 wins. AD, where can we find you, man?
Right there at the H-Town Rundown, man. All platforms. I'll be there, man.
Absolutely. And I see all 183 of you watching. So I know all y'all motherfuckers need to go out and go to the YouTube channel and go subscribe. Because I know half y'all from Twitter. Go over there, just click the link real quick, join us. Donte, man, where can I find you, brother, man?
Man, y'all can find me everywhere, man. Y'all find me on Instagram at Coach Donte 5. Y'all can find me on right here, that Rockets guy. Y'all find me the Round Robin Rockets, H-Town Rundown Rockets. Y'all find me Sports Wave Network everywhere, bro. Y'all can find me pretty much everywhere I work. Pretty much everywhere. But I say it's an honor, like I say, to be a part of the Houston fan base, fan community, period. You know, like I say, this is an honor just to see both teams win, though, man. Just on the right path. It's just an honor to do that, man, especially after the stress that we went through the last 2 years. You could never forget about those first couple of years when you had bad coaching. You had the, David Culley's, you had the Lovie Smith, you had the Steven Silas for 2 years doing this. We getting beat by 30. We getting beat by 30. You just still doing this, and you finally get a temper tantrum. Now, I don't know if that's real. You finally get one of those temper tantrums. Yeah, hitting the table like JB Bickerstaff did last night. But JB Bickerstaff, I feel bad for him for the Pistons because nowhere in the world, the way that game was figured. But we ain't on the Pistons. But other than that, it's still good to win again, man. Especially for both squads, man. It feels good to go out there and just win again.
100%. If you guys are interested in some of this merch we got going on here too, let us know in the comments, man. Let us know in the comments. We do and are starting some of that. So go to www.htown.org and check out the H-Town Rundown Houston Rockets, or not even the Houston Rockets, just the Houston website, right? We got a lot going on there, and eventually we coming out with some Astro stuff. So stay tuned if you're a baseball fan. Hoping and praying. So if you know a guy or a gal, hit the DM. Let us know, and then be sure to follow me at drip2piece_GAWT. And follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, as well as Instagram. And I just said that twice, but follow me on Facebook as well. Lastly, man, my brain fried. Lastly, guys, remember, as the Houston Rockets with the 2nd seed, I got to bring it back. Just remember, man. Just remember.
People.
No one is like us, man.
No.
We're out of here. Thank you.
Deuce.